Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ace back again with another video. Now before we get into this news video that I have two stories to go over, I just want to say, I must say, I did not expect quite the reaction that I got with that last video, that IGN one. So, I'm debating whether I should even leave it up. Maybe I should take it down, maybe I've entertained enough people with it. But, who knows? So if you do see it come down, you'll know why. Because I feel like it. Now, as an experiment, for I don't know how long anyway, I think for a while anyway, I will do my videos in a more, quote, normal type style. Meaning I will not over-exaggerate, I will not, go over the top. I will simply speak in a casual and almost monotone style. Now, it might make my videos a bit more boring, but if people want me to be more normal, then fine, we'll try it. I'll be normal for a while. But like I said, the quality of the videos might be a little more boring. So let's get into this, shall we? First of all, we've got one story here from Platonic, which is the former Rareware developers who made Banjo-Kazooie and such in the past, and they are making the spiritual successor. Good news is, they've managed to recruit 3 former Rare developers, 3 Rare veterans, I should say, to their team, including Grant Kirkhope, Steve Burke, and David Wise. Now, David Wise, right there, that is a name that is very exciting, because if you don't know who he is, he was the person who was responsible for the music in the Donkey Kong games long ago, as well as the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze game. And as everyone knows, that is my favorite game soundtrack-wise of the 8th generation. So, now that David Wise is on board with this Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor, the game, to me, has taken a whole new level of, holy shit, basically. So I'm much more excited for it now. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? The other story is about some good old Zelda Wii U news. Anuma says that Zelda Wii U will push the hardware with as large a world as can be realized. So, he says, a huge, seamlessly unfolding world is something that can't be achieved if the hardware isn't advanced enough. Ever since we made the very first generation of Legend of Zelda games, though, we've had as large a world as can be realized with the hardware. So you could say it was inevitable that we've now done the same with the new Wii U title. When I first showed off the new Zelda game on the Wii U, it seemed everyone was very excited and started proclaiming that a Zelda game had at last become open world. Zelda games have always allowed you to roam and explore a huge world. Now, that's exactly what I've said in the past. People are like, no, Zelda's not a open world game, it never has been, but yet he himself here says it basically has. What's changed now is that the hardware has progressed to the point that you can now explore this vast world seamlessly. The underpinning of the game hasn't changed. Recently, I've taken to relying on the map on my smartphone when I'm out walking in a place I'm not familiar with. A map isn't something you keep tucked away in your bag. It's by holding it in your hand and being able to constantly check it as you move forward, step by step, that gives you the sense of adventure. Now, obviously, what he's talking about here is very simply having the game map on the gamepad. So, now what I find interesting was actually back up here with the, making the biggest world it can be realized. So, we're all familiar with a title called Xenoblade Chronicles X, and its massive, massive world. So, if Zelda Wii U pushes the game world to be the largest it can possibly be on the Wii U that it can absolutely handle, does that or does that not insinuate that Zelda Wii U's game world is indeed as big as Xenoblade Chronicles X's world, or bigger? Because if it's not as big as Xenoblade Chronicles X's world, then clearly it's not the biggest world the system can handle, seeing as Xenoblade's world would be bigger. Just something to put out there. Anyway, those are the two stories I wanted to go over to in this video. I hope you were still entertained, even though I was, less enthusiastic in this video. So as always, see you later in the next video, because more videos are always coming soon, as always.